next guest is a multi-talented champion. His nickname is Golden Arm. His superpower is sports, but it's also generosity. He's here to tell us about reconciliation through the lens of the Olympic Games and their legacy to the world. Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome, please, to Arnaud Assoumani. Hello, Arnaud. Welcome.
Thank you.
It's great to have you here on stage with us.
Thank you for greeting me. It's an honor to be here. And I have a responsibility as a man to be here, I think.
A huge responsibility. You are a true representative of the Paralympic and Olympic spirit. You have an extraordinary background and career. So let me list some of your achievements, right? Paralympic gold medalist in para-athletics at the Beijing Paralympics. You took part in 6 Paralympic Games and you won 5 medals. 5 medals, wow! Come on! And you have competed in both athletics and para-athletics. And you have been the first Paralympic athlete to reach a national athletic podium, able-bodied, behind the best French long jumper in history. And you continue to compete today, which is amazing. And additionally, due to your strong commitment to diversity, equality, and inclusion, you joined the Paris 2024 Organising Committee in 2015 for the Paris bid, and served as a Paris 2024 ambassador working on education, diversity, and with the legacy team. Sorry, that was a bit long, but it's your fault, Arnaud, for being so successful, I guess. So going back to Paris 2024, it was an incredible collective experience for those of you who were lucky to live it here in Paris. A moment of real unity and reconciliation, which is the theme of our forum indeed. So first of all, and I have to wave to and single out someone here in the room. It's Aurélie Lemouzy, who's also working on the legacy of the Olympic Games, by the way. So hello, Aurélie, wherever you are. Hi, thanks for that. Arnaud, I wanted you to maybe share your experience of the Olympic and Paralympic Games here in Paris. How was it for you?
That was an amazing experience. It will be complicated to just sum up pretty much what emotion we share with, so first of all, with my family, with the friends, with the audience, people who, well, pretty disagree with the game because we are a huge a games bashing. So maybe you.
There was a fair bit of games bashing, for sure, and that was a success.
That was a success, but the most important is really how, it can promote reconciliation and bring unity. And for every person who has been part of the game, it could be the volunteers, people from the organization, the athletes, even behind your screens, just walking in the streets of Paris, even if you see 0 minutes of the event, you have a spirit of positiveness and just something really kind of childish and really simple, where everyone, regardless of their differences, their skin color, their genre, their religion, their disability, they're going to be together and they're going to have fun together. So I think that's really what really, going to stay in my mind for a long time, is this spirit that we need to preserve for the future and really work on the legacy.
That's very important indeed. Thank you very much, Arnaud. Now, sports goes much further than simple physical activity or entertainment. Can you tell us about the social and cultural value or virtues of sports that you have witnessed and you've tried to embody yourself?
Sports has no value. I'm saying it because it's counterintuitive, and we say, the value of sport. No. We can share values with sport. It could be positive values, it could be negative values as well. So it's really what, as human beings, we decide to convey from the tool. I mean, sport is a tool for emancipation, as you use it as a tool of education. So I work regularly with a NGO called Play International. It's really a tool and that they use. It's between civic education, and sport. And they work on the, gender equality, on disability, on raising awareness, also on sustainability. That's really a powerful tool for social connection and also to understand one another. So that's why it's so powerful, also because it's a game. And you're going to experience emotions and share emotions together. So culture is really powerful as well, but I think sport is the most powerful tool as for development.
Absolutely, and you are going to experience failure as well through sports. We talked about the value of failure.
All the time.
All the time, of course. But obviously you have that grit, that spirit that keeps you going, that fire.
I think what is really, I see sport as holistic approach to be a better human being, to be a better person, to learn about myself. But when you try to learn about yourself, learn about your body, learn about your mental, about how your central nervous system works, your hormones, a bit everything. And then also in the social interaction, because you have a team. I'm alone because it's track and field is an individual sport, but I work with a team. Without my team, I cannot do anything. So I need to be good in communication. I need to have trust in them, and they need to have trust in me as well. So I think as first, it's as life. You bring humility because, as Nelson Mandela said, I never lose. Either I win, either I learn. That's what. I don't remember who was saying that just before, but yeah, you're learning way more by failing than by success. But you need to question yourself and to be honest and see yourself in a mirror and ask a lot of questions and then communicate and talk with people surrounding you.
That's a very powerful quote, isn't it? Either you win or either you learn. And I think that could be our daily motto, really, for how we go on about life generally. We spent a lot of time over the past day and a half of the forum talking about reconciliation, of course, and the need to somehow reconcile ourselves with our bodies. Mother Nature, but also our bodies. That's been a very strong theme here at the forum. So in a world that is becoming more and more static, more and more digital, how is sports a way to reconcile us with, our own physicality and body and senses?
I think it's about balance, and sport is an incredible way for being in connection with yourself. Because we sleep less, we have really stressful days, we often forget about ourselves. So that's really a way to connect with ourselves, and when we feel better with ourselves, we are better with others as well. I just want to congratulate the Orange team, because I haven't seen the commercial. That was amazing, and I was thinking about, that's also a way for bringing confidence for women or for girls and teenagers, because when you have discrimination or harassment, or you don't feel equal, for the first time in history, you have 50% of women and 50% of men for the Olympic Games. For the Paralympic Games, it's a bit different. You had about 30% of women, because one of the main issues is accessibility. That's why also I fight pacifically, but for working on the legacy with institutions, associations, companies, because one of the first one of the things the most important is accessibility, and being autonomous is a fundamental right. And it is because you can access to the culture, to the education, to the sport, then you will see more women to the games, inspiring other women, inspiring other people with disability or without disability. And the power of representation and representativity is really central, and then you can build from that. You have some solid foundation, and then you can build from it.
Absolutely right. And a last question, maybe before we wrap up, You mentioned the extraordinary legacy of the Olympic Games here in Paris and the need to keep it going somehow, you know, that fire, that joy, that unity we experience here during the Games in Paris. How can we make this spirit live on, according to you? What's the best way to go about it?
The spirit needs to live within ourselves first. We often wait for someone to take care of something, but actually the spirit and the energy and what we feel, just the way we were being with other people, just all smiling, joyful. I think everyone was pleasant, also because others were pleasant. And in Paris, for instance, just after the end of the Paralympic Games, you could see that people, I mean, it was business as usual, you know, in the transportation, in the metro. And then we say métro, boulot, dodo, so it's like a subway, work, and sleep. It was back at it, and you were like, actually, why the spirit is gone? Is it us? It was only the game? No, that's only a tool, that's only an event. But then we need everyone. We need the institution as well, we need the association, we need the media, we need the companies. This is not something that's gonna stay and hold forever at all, especially in a world where you have wars, you have a lot of discrimination and injustice. So it needs really a work on a daily basis to be kind in one another. And to be empathetic as well, have some compassion, and we live positively together. I mean, it sounds like I don't know, maybe childish or bisounours, but I think that's true.
No, I was going to say that it sounds maybe a little bit candid somehow, but I think it's a very powerful message you're sharing with us here, and we heard it yesterday actually as well during the intervention by Scilla Worthy, the fact that it's a personal responsibility to bring joy and to bring unity to this world. It's our job first and foremost, not the job of our government or policymakers.
No, it is also.
It is, of course, but but first and foremost, it's our responsibility, and that's very inspiring indeed.
And I think also, I mean, it's not. I believe we need more women to be in charge as well. There is not enough.
We can only agree with that, Arnaud. Actually, we need more women, of course, to carry on that joy and that spirit. Arnaud, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and your joy and your passion with us today. Very inspiring indeed. I know you're going to be talking on another panel today.
It will be more about like disability and how it could be a power of innovation and creativity and productivity, which seem pretty paradoxical in a way.
But it's very much the case. Well, thank you so much, Arnaud.
Thank you.
Please do not miss his talk later on. What a pleasure. Thank you. All the best.